You are listening to the Primetime Podcast with your hosts, Bryant Shizzle and Jake Jorgensen. Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the final episode of the year, Week 17's Rewind. The season is over. The champ has been named. Nick Brinkman, welcome in to the show for your victory lap.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Of course, wouldn't have it any other way. We also have Jake here, of course, and our very special guest that we do like to get on around this time of year, Hoffy, is in the building. What's up, dude?
Good to be back. Thanks for having me on here. I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick of seeing Brink here at the end of the year. but other than that, it's good to be back on.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Well, you know, Lemons is probably happy about this victory because he did change his team name to anyone but Preston. And then Preston did not win in the championship. So this was a historic championship week. So that'll be fun to go through. We've got a bit of a different agenda for the show today. Obviously, there's nothing to preview, but we do have the record book updated for the first time in the championship episode. So we will go through that a little bit and see what changed. And then other than that, I guess we'll look at the champ game and we'll look at the third place game for a little bit too, but I don't think there'll be too much to talk about there. So I guess we head into that right after we verify that. You know what? We'll head right into that right away. We'll head into it right away. All right. We had Lemons and Cade going at it in the third place game. This game had some meaningful implications for Lemons with respect to the fact that he's never finished third place or better in this league, in the history of the league. So I guess he didn't want to because he just didn't really start a lineup, which I thought was really weird. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Kate will thank him for the $30. The funny thing about this is if Derrick Henry didn't drop like a crazy 50-point game against the Packers, Cade might not win this, which I find kind of funny. Jared Goff dropped a -1. He had 5 turnovers, I believe, 3 fumbles lost and 2 picks, if I recall correctly. So that was honestly, I'm impressed that he made it to -1 because some quarterbacks would be talking like -5 with that number of turnovers. But I guess the touchdown helps. Joe Burrow was good. Yeah, what's up, Hoffy?
Only way to explain this game here is that this was a late Christmas present from Lem to Cade here to not start half his lineup.
I agree.
I think we put it down as that and we just call it, we just call it a nice gesture.
Part of me is wondering that he doesn't want to finish third, and he was mad about the loss last week that Nick dropped the hammer on him in week 16. I don't know if you remember, Nick, but you dropped a whole 1-point victory over Lemons.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy game in itself. We reviewed it last week, so I'll be quick here to catch Hoffy up. But Christian McCaffrey on Monday Night Football just squeaked Brinkman by to get the dub over Lemons, who thought he had it won. He had changed his team name to anyone but Preston prior to that, and did update his picture.
Before the Monday night game started, I think.
Yeah, he had his championship picture set up. He was going to play Manti in the championship. He was so excited. He AI'd the jersey. Lost
that is
Michael.
Painful.
Oh, it was so funny. So
that's pain. Okay,
I think he wasn't over that.
Protest.
Yeah, I think he might
I can't blame him there. That's a tough one.
Yeah. So he might have felt that he didn't deserve the third place prize money after that embarrassing loss. I don't know who he would have. I guess if he would have started his lineup, obviously DK and Judkins are out. I guess Terry goes in, and I don't know, Pacheco. So he loses anyways because he has nobody on his bench, I guess. But yeah, we don't have to stick around too much on this one. Cade's team honestly was pretty bad, other than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry dragged him to this $30 prize money because
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll put Derrick Henry's name on the present. Too,
Yeah,
'cause
that's a good.
I was there in person for that. That was tough to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
He earned
I
every
was
point of
also-
that 50.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
was also there, and yeah, that was just absolutely brutal. And our offense was
Right.
actually humming too.
It
It was
was.
the best loss I've ever been to. I don't know about you, Hoffy, but that was the most fun loss I've been to at Lambeau.
It was
Everyone
fun
was just
for
having
me.
a good time.
Yeah, we Malik threw the ball all over, but Derrick, he might
4
still be running
touchdowns,
out there,
dude.
dude. They
4
could not
touchdowns.
stop. It was ridiculous.
I had him in a championship, and I won that one. So thank you, Derrick Henry. Love you.
Yeah, it got
Thank
to
you
a
to
point where,
Harbaugh.
Yeah, they do hate Harbaugh.
yeah. Well, why do you even pass if you're Harbaugh at that point? I
Mhm.
mean, this is getting to be a Packer discussion, but yeah, we couldn't have stopped anyone.
That will happen.
Disgusting. So, yeah, I think that's all we need to talk about this one. Lemons made it to the third place game for the 4th time in his career of the league and lost it for the 4th time in
The
his
90s
career
Bills
of
of
the league. Yeah.
the third place game.
Yeah, which is like worse somehow, right? Like the heartbreak isn't as bad 'cause it's the third place game, but also like, come on, dude, you can't even make it to the championship. Focus. So,
Shots fired.
yeah, that's tough. Jake, I think we need the button.
Oh, now I'm watching the stream, so I'm a little slower.
Well,
I got it.
You got it. Thank
Don't
you.
worry about it. So, all right, let's get to what matters. This game was sensational. Nick, I can only imagine how you feel.
Elated.
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
Relieved.
to win both
Oh my god.
playoff games by less than 2 points, less than 1.5 points combined.
Yeah.
Is pretty nuts and pretty cool.
Oh my. Was
No better way to win it right there. That is, I didn't know it was that close. That's nuts.
It was.
It came down to
crazy.
that last Puka catch that
Yeah, the Puka catch.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So Mantha. Oh, I'm gonna have to break out the text messages quick.
You do.
So we were talking about the game, and so prior to the Puka situation, this is Sunday 12:07, I believe it was, when Preston texted Jake and I. He has Ramondre on his bench, right? And Ramondre was in his flex just before the game started, and Travion Henderson was ruled active. I think he was questionable. I think Manthai was assuming he wasn't going to play. And Manthai texted Jake and I, and he said, "I panicked and benched Stevenson for Hall. We'll see. It might be the reason I win or lose." And then Jake said, "I hate that for you, not going to lie." And then we talked about it for a little bit. And then Ramondre had 2 touchdowns, and Manthai was pissed. But then Breece Hall had that big, long touchdown and kind of saved, he ended up having a great game. And so Manthai kind of forgot about it. It's like, all right, 26 points, I didn't fuck up, was I think the idea there. Well, you look back on it, and well, you still fucked up, Preston. But
I did hate the idea of starting Breece Hall this year, especially in such a meaningless game. But he did prove me wrong.
He did,
in the part that Breece Hall did actually go off. So, but it's funny you look back and it still worked. It still worked out that way. It did.
Oh, it was awesome. But you're right though, Nick, because Monday Night Football, Puka. Did you have anybody going? It was just Puka, right?
Yeah, it was just Puka,
and he was down. Well, about Puka's score.
he was down to 15. Yeah,
15.8.
15.9 basically. Yeah.
And at the very end of that game, for anybody that doesn't remember or didn't catch the very end, the Rams are down that 3 points. They get the ball back with like 40 seconds left, maybe less, 20 seconds left. It might have been, and they're chucking the ball all over the frickin' place. Missed some great opportunities, by the way. Like there were a couple opportunities.
Yeah, there was.
I think Stafford missed a guy that would have put him down in field goal range, and then Puka on the sideline. Oh my
Left sideline.
God.
Yeah.
That was insane. He caught the ball, dragged his feet. They were both
that
in.
right side. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm talking about the one that
And
Preston. If I was Preston, dude, I can only imagine the emotions. I would have been so freaking excited watching the replays, because the replays, he's got the toes in, he brought in the ball, somehow hung on to it, and you see nothing that would, indicate that it wasn't a catch. And they show like the 5th or 6th replay of it, and they finally show this other angle, and then the ball bobbled as it went down, and his feet were not in when he regained the possession of the ball. And that right there killed Preston. The announcer's like, "Oh, that looks like a catch," and then they go, "Oh," oh, dude, I can only imagine. I would have been gutted. I'd still be gutted. I don't think I'd be on this show, Nick, if it was me. I think I would have just phoned this one in to Jake. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's brutal. I can't. Well, and the thing is too, Puka was sitting at 7 until that last drive too.
Oh yeah.
He catches it. I think it's a 12-yard screen pass for a touchdown. I mean, if that's 14 yards instead of 12, I lose the game.
That's true.
Like, yeah.
When a score is this tight, I mean, basically
also,
any play.
With how bad Stafford was playing the Rams offense in general. So in my family league, the one league I was actually doing decent, I had the 3 Rams, and they were doing absolutely awful until the fourth quarter. Watching that game live, it felt like Sean McVay was just going to pull Stafford. Because first of all, the game looked like they were just going to lose just because they couldn't do anything. It was already in the middle of the fourth quarter. But also, the 49ers winning the previous night meant they couldn't win the division anymore. So I know they could still get like a better seed, like the 5 or the 6 seed, I think was what it was. But it totally, to me, I don't know about you guys, but it totally felt like they could have just pulled all of their starters with how bad that game was going, especially after the 3rd pick from Stafford. That's where I thought it was probably
they were
over.
getting
But
boat raced.
100%. Yeah.
Even before
it was horrible.
Even before the touchdown that he got at the end of the game, there was one, I think the drive before, before Stafford threw a pick, it was Puka, like the left corner of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That was just barely out of his reach. Like I could tell if Preston was watching, he was basically being tortured by the amount of times they couldn't connect on. I don't want to call that routine, but
it's routine.
The week before, it is routine.
For those guys, it is, right? These are good NFL players, some of the best.
He probably threw away his MVP.
Oh, man.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Stafford did this last week. Maybe we'll see, but
yeah. It's
that was torture for him.
I can only imagine. Dude, I would have been sweating.
Yeah, it's crazy that all these years later, Calvin Johnson dropping that touchdown against the Bears in the opening week is still costing people their fantasy championships with all just a little bobble.
That's Brian.
That's a catch. That's a catch pre Calvin Johnson, and now nobody knows what a catch is until we see it every different way.
It's all messed
up.
So
that is just a painful way to lose, but that's a great way to win too. You think and then all of a sudden you see the last angle there. You get that last sliver of hope before the call.
Yeah.
That's electric. That's what fantasy football is about.
It really is. It was like the 3rd to last play of the game too. And after that happens, Manthai's like, "There's still a chance, right? There's still a chance." And then the Stafford hucks it down. I think he missed like Tutu Atwell. What came off his hands or something, and one other incompletion. I'm like, dude, fuck. Oh my, I don't know. And Josh Jacobs being active and then basically not playing. I mean, he would have played Puka. He would have played Ramondre and Breece Hall. And he would have killed you.
This is bar for bar what Preston said the week before on the pod. He said he was really scared to start Jacobs the week prior because of the same situation where he's going to get a lot less carries.
You can't not do it though, right? Because he's always a touchdown risk.
But now
I spent the whole week praying that he wasn't going to take him out of the lineup.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Now we can play the game of who could Preston have started because it's pretty easy in this matchup.
Oh yeah, I mean, not Justin Jefferson.
Anything.
Not Justin.
Well,
Jefferson,
he could have put Breece Hall into the Josh Jacobs. I think we can do a lot of easy stuff
right?
here.
If Josh Jacobs is inactive, he wins.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
If he starts C.J. Stroud, he wins.
Yeah.
True. Oh my God, that's crazy because C.J. Stroud and Trevor Lawrence had the same score basically.
Yeah.
That's insane. That is gut wrenching stuff for Preston. Holy man!
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3-time champ goes to the 4-time champ. Must be nice.
Yeah, it's great. It was great. It was a euphoric feeling.
This is the 2nd year in a row, right? Or is this
Lane won it last year. Second and 3,
second
right?
in 3 years.
Yeah. 2nd and 3. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. There was a gap. I think Nick, was your team really bad last year? I remember you not being very good last year.
Yeah, it was really bad last year.
Yeah. That's the thing about your team, man, and we'll see this in the record book a little bit. When you make the playoffs, your team wins.
Yep.
When you don't make the playoffs, your team kind of stinks.
It's the way to go.
I would much rather be that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because holy man, dude, I've been in this league. How old is this league? 15 years, I think now, and I have 1 championship, and you've been in this league, I think 14 years, Nick. I think you weren't in the very first year, and then after that you're essentially a founding member. Not quite, but you're basically there, and you have the most championships of any team at this point. Jake, he passed you. Hold that up.
You did. We were tied at 3, so that's where I was kind of forced to root for Preston in this one, just straight up from that. That's where the Brees Hall, I was like, disgusting. I hate that for you. I didn't get actually angry. I probably did get. I was like, God damn, Preston.
You did. You were
trying to make sure I'm still tied for the lead.
I think after Ramondre scored those 2 touchdowns, you said something like that, where it was like, God damn it, Preston.
I did. Oh, I definitely had to capitalize on that for sure.
It was incredible.
Tonjes
it was damn
was the start.
Tonjes was great.
Tonjes was huge.
Saved your ass, dude.
Yeah.
Incredible start.
I was lucky he was on
waivers.
The free agent list. Yeah,
it's that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Preston got Trevor Lawrence. We talked about this in the last show. I thought for sure.
I know it was. I didn't even realize it until it was too late.
Yeah, that was.
I would have spent all my points.
You know, Nick, if you would have listened to the rewind earlier, if you would,
I know.
Yeah, you would. That is hilarious.
It ended up working out okay.
Oh, that entire show last week, we were telling Preston I was telling Preston he's not going to get Trevor Lawrence. Like, Nick will pick him up, and if Nick doesn't pick him up, Cade will pick him up. You know, like
right.
So many other playoff teams need a quarterback. You're not getting Trevor Lawrence, and then he might have started C.J. Stroud and he won. Wow, that's insane. Because you're starting Josh Allen. Dang, that's crazy. Wow, good thing you didn't listen to the show before waivers, at least. Dang. All right, well.
Yeah, as soon as you guys started talking about it, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Players of the week. I did include the third place game in this because it was for money. And oddly enough, almost all of the players of the week were in that third place game. Not that it really looks like it based on the scores. But Dak.
I just noticed Brandon's team again because last week I called out Brandon's team. Started popping off on it.
Pretty low for popping off, but
classic.
Yeah, it was the top scoring team of the week apparently. Jeez, must be really bad to be Brandon. He had a ton of points this year and just couldn't win a game. Dak Prescott was the top quarterback of the week, 25.68 on Lemons' bench. Derrick Henry, obviously for running backs, 50.6 in Cade's lineup, got him the win. JSN in Cade's lineup, 16.2. Really bad week for wide receivers in the playoffs. Not much going on there, gentlemen.
Yep.
Trey McBride in Lemons' lineup, 23.6. Closely followed by Tonjes. And then Jake Elliott in Lemons' lineup again. You know, Lemons for having 80 points, he had 3 guys in the top scoring players of the week. Elliott had 8. And then Nick, finally, the champ, Seahawks defense, getting you the win, 12 points. Easily the best defense in the playoffs. I think second place was the Broncos. So, yeah, big 12 points. So those were the players of the week. I don't think we really care about waivers or anything like that. So I think this might be our opportunity to bounce over to the record book, unless anybody else has any comments about this matchup.
Oh, let's do the record book.
The biggest thing to remember is we're dead.
Other than the fact that I picked up Taysom Hill in 2 leagues. And and then chose to start Taysom Hill over Tonjes because I don't know why. It just sounded really
You were
exciting.
telling me to start
I felt
Taysom
really
Hill
good about Tonjes too.
I said there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I'm starting Taysom Hill with his record against me.
Tonjes out there when I was throwing out names, but I did say Taysom Hill.
You said if it's not Taysom Hill, you would start Tonjes, and then I started Juwan Johnson and still won. It worked out. Yeah, that was good stuff. All right. The record book in all of its glory. I'll give a good zoom in, so we can see all the goods. As for total record in a single season, we did not crack the leaderboard on this one. Nick, you tied for the 9 and 10 spot in this, and I believe it's sorted by average points for, which you did not end up beating myself or Dylan. Dylan Schimmelfinnig back in 2014 and 15. I love this record book, dude. It's hilarious.
That's a great. I saw Brandon Colgin's name in here.
Yeah, he's in here too.
Gems in here.
There's some electric records. Largest margin of victory we also did not touch this year. The most recent one being 2024. Brandon against you, Nick. Beat you by 121
Yikes.
points. Record is me over Schultze, 126. Yeah, that's insane, isn't it?
I basically survived this part because if you listen to the rewind, I was the one that was I lost by 100 a couple times I think this year.
Yeah, you did.
Not good.
Jake, if I extended this to 20, you would own the teens
Oh,
this year. It was bad. So and I do filter in the margin of victory record. I do filter out the games from way back in the day when people wouldn't set their lineup. So these are all legit. Smallest margin of victory we did crack in the championship game. Third place all time, 0.16. So George still owns it, beating you, Nick, by 0.06 in a regular season game. I mean, I don't think any of these are championship games. So incredible. We've had plenty of close games over the time, and Nick, your name seems to pop up in here a handful of times. Both of you guys.
Times, yeah.
A lot of times on the receiving end. But a couple times on the giving end, Well, for Brinkman, not for Hoffy. Pain.
Yeah, but I got a couple times there, I guess. I don't remember those there.
Well, 2015.
So I don't remember Isaac Painting ever being in the league.
I think he was in it for 1 year. Yep.
Okay. It must have been that.
It was one of the first years.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, and apparently he got shellacked. Yeah, that is the first year. 2010 is the first year. So he was in it for that year, got shellacked, and then never came back. All right. Hardest strength of schedule. I don't believe. Oh, we did. Jake, you cracked the very bottom of this list. This is done by average points against. So your average points against was just shy of 140. Sucks for you, I guess. Your team wasn't good enough for it to matter, dude.
At least my team did better than 2-12.
Because your average points for in this league was what? Ridiculous.
It was bad.
So, yeah, it was a lot of times.
It didn't make a difference.
Yeah. Apparently you had it worse than Brandon, though. Oh, yeah, you did. Big time. So, there you go. Easiest strength of schedule we did not touch. Hasn't been touched in quite some time. 2017 was the last time.
Wow.
So, yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because I'm not sure if this filters invalid matchups. I'll have to look into that. This might need to be revised a little bit, because a lot of them are way back in the day when I'm guessing people aren't setting their lineups all the time. I'm almost positive it doesn't do that. That could be why all those are old. I'll have to look into that. Longest winning streak, I honestly thought we were going to see, and then I realized that nobody even got close. So LK still owns it.
Winner.
Won the championship in 2017, and then won his first week of 2018.
This one kills me because it looks like I must have had one loss in between in like 2019, because I got 2019 in both of these.
Yeah.
That could have blown Wayne out of the water.
You must have had like a week 2 or week 3 loss in 2019, and then just let it rip. Yeah, you could own this record.
I could have killed it.
Yeah.
Lane's actually all over this one. He's on it 3 times.
Lane has had some crazy teams around that 2017 era. He had like Antonio
Todd
Brown,
Todd
Code Brown.
Gurley.
Yeah, his team was nasty back in the day.
Because Lane actually had the same thing going on, where he in 2017 had 9 straight, and then he went 2017. 2018.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah,
good call. Yeah, that's huge. Jeez, big ups. Alrighty. Let's see. Highest percentage. I like this one. Highest percentage of playoff appearances. I think I'm gonna have to like put a min seasons played on this one eventually. Cause
like 5 or so. Yeah, 5, 8 maybe.
Because Sidney Cocking and Brandon Coldren didn't play very long, but they made the playoffs when they did. Jake, 10 seasons in, 8 for 10, dude.
Wow.
This went down this year. You did not
it
make
went down,
it this year.
Yeah. I totally forgot about this. I can't even say I would have tried harder because I was trying.
Right.
No, I threw my entire team away. I'm just kidding.
Yep. Yeah, you did. Trash. I'm on here. I can't wait to see a future record that makes this look a lot more embarrassing. But I do make the playoffs most of the time. It feels good. Don't win them, but I make them. Brinkman, you're not on here. Like I said earlier, I think this was off the show. When you make the playoffs, you win. But
the New York Giants or something like that.
Yeah, no kidding. So
I'm confident.
a little update there. Most championships. Big update here. Nick solidifies himself as the number one. Previously, him and Jake were neck and neck. So, Hoffy, you're still on here, top 4. The rest of it's kind of anybody
top
else
3.
that has. What's top 3? Oh, tied for top 3. Sure. Yeah. Yep.
I'll get to him, top 3.
And then Greg gets the honorable mention and from luck of the draw on the sort. No championships. We don't have 10 unique people winning, so I guess Greg
It's a blessing and a curse. Like, he's on the list but next to the 0.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Here we go. This is the good one right here. Highest playoff win percentage. Oof. Nick, you are 9-1 in the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually
Isn't that
actually
crazy?
pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Jeez. Gotten bounced one time. So what, you have 5 appearances and 4 championships? Insane.
Yeah.
So must be nice.
Even like 13-7 is pretty nuts. Like
that's really good.
9
Anything
5
over 50, I'm happy with for me.
Yep.
Brandon's doing pretty good when he gets here. Manthai doing okay. Yeah, Lane 13-7 is a really good number. I'm jealous about that because you'll see mine in a second here on this record to the right, and it's not. Yeah, it's not good. It's the inverse of Lane. Lowest playoff percentage.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not losing to you, Hoffy.
Damn it. 4-8 is ugly. 4-8's bad.
Oh man. Yeah, neither of these are very good looking.
That's gross.
So. Jeez, that's embarrassing. Yeah, so those are some good records there. That's some good stuff. We'll go down to most team points in a single season. We did not touch this year. Honestly, most of these we didn't really touch. So I guess the as far as scoring in general, it didn't seem to be crazy. But Jake and Lane, 2018 was a prolific year, man. Insane.
It was.
168 points per game is nuts.
Yeah.
Who won that year, 2018?
I think Lane did.
That was me.
That
was me.
Oh, yeah, you won the year around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the Run CMC era, Jake?
Oh yeah, that might have been far from perfect potentially.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
I know that it was like DeAndre Hopkins and McCaffrey, and
yeah, I think we'll see.
I'm not just trying to bait you into looking at that roster.
No. We have a little bit of that in the record book, Jake. Believe it or not, so we'll get a glimpse of the studs. That's one of my favorite ones. So, most recent time we've done this one is Nick B. 148.79 in 2023. All of these are very good. Like if you can average that, dude, and you don't win it, pain.
Nick, how long have you had Christian McCaffrey now?
Oh, it's got to be pushing 5 years, right?
It was maybe I don't know. It was 2023? Was that maybe even the first year?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know, but every time I see him winning, I just I remember that I had him a long time ago, and then I had to get rid of him because he got injured. It's just
I think you have 2 championships with him, Nick.
Yeah.
So. Well, we might be able to get a glimpse of that. Most points in a single week, we did not touch this year again. Brandon got it last year in 220.
Holy.
Yeah, 253 Hoffy in 2014. Poor Josh Schultz just getting absolutely creamed by you.
What do you do?
That is disgusting.
Yeah. That's one of those ones where it was probably at like 130. He was probably just
it's all over, dude. 2014 was a tough time for Schultz, I tell you. So yeah, that's a good one there. I like looking at that 250 because you see a lot of these usually are pretty darn close, but you see the difference between 1 and 10 here is 40 points.
I had back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
In 2018, those are back-to-back weeks.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Yeah, weeks 9
that was
and
a
10.
fun
Basically the
stretch.
same score.
Yeah.
Poor George, poor Cade. Fewest team points in a single week. Lane owns this record. This one is filtered for everybody in the lineup is projected for a certain number of points. So yeah, We did not touch this one this year either. So Lemons got it last year. Shout out Jake. Getting blessed. Fantastic.
A lot more
stuff.
volatility in some of those early years. Like you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not nearly as good at fantasy
There was
football
no
players.
podcast to be exposed on.
when we were like 10 years old. One of these I think was this guy here. Most touchdowns in a single season in your starting lineup is what this is for. Preston dropped into third place here with 105 total team touchdowns this year.
Jeez.
Shout out Patrick Mahomes. Shout out whoever else was on Manthai's lineup. That was good. Puka. JT. Oh, JT. Josh Jacobs.
JT.
Yeah, a lot of those guys helped out quite a bit. Not Justin Jefferson, though. He didn't help. Pain. I don't think most of these were touched on, so we'll kind of go through them a little quicker. Most touchdowns in a single week for a team. Jake, you own that one still.
Mm-hmm.
Dub. By quite a bit,
Nice.
actually.
Love it.
There's been a lot of 12s,
Yeah.
but only 114. You must have had Matt Flynn. Most passing yards in a single season. Lane owns this record, 2013 and 18. So this one is basically, do you have a good this one I think will be a little harder to break year by year because now that rushing quarterbacks are becoming king, feels like passing yards for a lot of those guys are down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So 55 is nuts.
That is a nuts number.
Who did he even have in 20? Was that Peyton Manning?
Tom Brady? Probably Peyton Manning. It could have maybe Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Because I don't think it's Roethlisberger at that time. I'm just trying to think of someone who has a running back that's going to catch passes too.
No, that's passing yards, not receiving yards.
No, I mean like if they throw it to the running back, they get. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like you're getting the dump off yards. Yeah.
Like,
Lane was
I was thinking maybe
it was Peyton Manning
someone that has that.
Manning,
Peyton
that must have
Manning,
been the
that
year
sounds about right.
And Josh
5 or
Gordon.
whatever.
Yeah, Peyton Manning.
So he would have to start a good quarterback on their bye week. He must have found a really
whatever
good
Peyton's
quarterback
bye
for
week
the bye
was. Yeah, he must have had someone fill in. Yeah, that's a nuts record. Big ups. Most passing yards in a single week. Lane is not on here until much later. So this guy, Hoffy, you have in 2011. 500 yards, dude. Yeah, there's been a lot of these. This one's a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
Most rushing yards in a single season is for me. This was like the Arian Foster, LaShawn McCoy year. Yeah, those were some good teams.
Didn't you have Foster and Chris Johnson that year?
I think I had all three of those guys. What was it?
You had 3.
I flexed the running back like all
Top
year
3
long,
backs.
so that'll do it. For the rushing and receiving ones, your flex matters a lot. Shady McCoy, Foster, C.J. Spiller, Cedric Benson. Okay. Yeah, I did have Johnson at one point, but it must not have been that year.
Gotcha.
Let's see, rushing yards in a single week from that year, 470. Yeah, when you have 3 running backs that all rush for over 100. Yeah, that is a lot. Holy shit. There are a few of them that are a lot. All these 400 ones, damn. Most receiving yards in a single season, Jake, you and Lane. Those were the days with all your studly wide receivers.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong tab.
And McCaffrey with the receiving yards.
Yep, that too. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Single week, Hoffy, you own this one, dude. 600 and.
Wow. I think I had Kelvin Johnson, AJ Green, and I had 3.
Josh Gordon, maybe.
I don't know.
No.
Was he even in the league in 13 and 14, or was he suspended at that point?
Might have been like a young.
Take a peek.
I'm just trying to think of someone like that.
This is why Yahoo's nice. You can't do this on NFL.
Yeah, it's so nice. Megatron, AJ Green. I don't know who the fuck that is. I guess we're in week 16. Let's go like week 8. Torrey Smith.
Oh, I guess I just said the 2. I guess I just
said
Golden. Okay, I guess I just said Johnson and Green there.
And Jamal Charles and Giovanni Bernard might have caught.
That's right, Jamal Charles. That's a throwback.
Yeah, you kept him. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. We had 4 back then. That's a lot of keepers.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was a little different. This is one of my favorite records right here, so I hope you guys are ready. This is most rings from actual players in our league. AJ Green and Christian McCaffrey just tied AJ Green. So this one's
Nice.
one of my favorites.
That's actually pretty cool.
Hoffey and Brinkman each have 2 with AJ Green. McCaffrey is Jake and Brinkman each have 2. So there you go. There was another 2025 guy here. Josh Allen crept into the conversation, getting his 3rd ring.
Nice.
So shout out Nick.
Brandon Pettigrew's a funny one.
Yeah, isn't it? I thought that was so
hysterical.
You know what the funniest part about this? 'Cause I saw that too when I created this record, and he was number 2 at the time because McCaffrey was sorted down a little lower for whatever reason. And I looked at those rosters, and Brandon Pettigrew was the backup for all those teams. he didn't start. He was the guy, man. He just on the bench. He was the vibes awesome. Guy. You got that right, Jake. So yeah,
it made sense that it was 3 straight years too, because it wasn't like he was like a 12-year. Like he played for a little bit. But,
he's only relevant for fantasy for such a brief period of time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I thought that was really interesting too, because all these other guys make sense, right? Justin Tucker, Tyreek Hill, Megatron, Hopkins, like all these guys are good. And then you see Brandon Pettigrew, and you're like, what? Who is that guy? I had to look up who he was. I forgot. So that's all for the record book. One thing that I am working on as in addition. For, I don't know, maybe next year, probably not. It'll probably be a ways off. But I want to have personalized tabs for everybody, and then I'll like share the doc, and then the tabs are gonna have like your personal stats. So it's gonna have your basically all of these, but personalized for you, and it'll kind of give you your best seasons. And one thing that I want to do is a lot more of stuff like this with players. So I want to have like your best players in your playoff performances. Like. Which players on your fantasy team are your legends, basically. I think that'll be cool. So that's the next thing I'm working on with it, but that's going to take a little bit of time. So not going to be ready for this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, that sounds nuts. But that'd be cool.
I do enjoy the record book. It's really the biggest reason why I don't want to leave Yahoo, because Yahoo to me is kind of meh. It's okay. I like Sleeper. There's I'd take Yahoo over ESPN or NFL or a lot of the bigger ones, but
yeah,
I have all this set up, so I'm like, well, this took me a really long time to set up, so I'm not changing it. We're not going back. So
it's comprehensive. I'll give you that.
You
got it broken down by passing yards and so. I mean,
you should see the freaking
you got it organized in there.
The raw data that I dump this straight from Yahoo is It's every player in every performance of every week of every year. It's ridiculous. The number of rows in this spreadsheet, almost 80,000 in this tab. It's like, yeah, there's so much data.
Dude, couple years ago for Andy's league, I got all our like team records down and on NFL they've got nothing. Like you can basically see, like you can kind of see the rosters and who finished first. I was writing it all down by hand. That's the fact that you can put it into Excel is
yeah.
I mean, you can
API.
basically can see the records and like the head.
Right.
That's basically what we've got.
Yeah, I found some dude online. So I didn't do the programming to dump it into Excel. Some dude online set it up for Yahoo, and then I just took that information. So he set it up to basically give you this, and then I took this and made some macros in the spreadsheet to kind of mold it into this.
Right.
So. Yeah, thankfully that guy did some work. Otherwise, there's no chance in hell I'm going through every matchup and writing down stats for all these guys. So
I have not been keeping up either.
Yeah, it's tough.
It was tedious
for sure. So shout out to everybody in the record book, which is probably pretty much everybody to have played in the league at some point, whether you're getting dunked on or dunking on somebody. I feel like pretty much everybody's in here somewhere. So that's cool. Nick, congratulations on your championship again.
Sir, thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats.
This is disgusting.
Congrats, buddy.
Hoffy, thanks for coming by, checking in on the league. Maybe one day we'll see a return.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. I always enjoy to review the championship matchup, and now you got the record book. I get to see my name every once in a while too. So
there you go. You'll watch your name fall. Watch it fall down the leaderboards.
That's okay. Hey, you know what?
Still
I'll
there.
take third in championships. That I'm going to be on there for a little bit. Well, people on the one track that a little bit.
Some
That's
of those
the major
records
one.
might never fall. There's some good
the
ones.
253. I don't know what our scoring settings were in 2010 or whatever it was.
They weren't that much different, but there
that
were.
One, that seems.
I think there was 1 or 2 years where we dropped down to 8 teams in the league instead of 10. So those years are a little juice. That's why I do a lot of like points for like average, like by week when I do that kind of stuff. Because with the addition of the game from the NFL season, not all stats are created equal. So I did a lot of them that are like points based on like points per game. So kind of level set out.
Well, there you go.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
Anywho, gentlemen.
Well, you boys have a good night here.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Jake, thanks for sticking by for most of the season. There were a couple weeks in there where you were losing and not showing up. Allegedly sick.
I'll be back next year.
So
yes, conveniently when I'd lose by 100 points. Definitely.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Brinkman again, congrats. Offie, thanks for coming by. And everybody listening, if for those that still are holding on, then, well, thanks for being our like 1 of 8 YouTube views. Huge. So catch you guys later. Fantastic 2025 season, and we will see you all for the drafts in 2026. Goodbye.